Topping today's news, the government taking steps to strengthen the financial services sector. The Minister of Tourism looking forward to the sale of the Grand Lucayan tomorrow. The Minister of Works with an update on the aftermath of the downtown fire. And the consultant physicians frustrated over the delay in their industrial agreement with the Public Hospitals Authority. This is your JCN Evening News. I'm Jarino Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us. The government, proud of the work it has done that has resulted in the Bahamas being removed from the European and the French blacklists for non-cooperative countries in relation to international financial services. Today, the members of Parliament debated and passed a compendium of 9 financial services-related bills the government hopes will keep the Bahamas off any future blacklists. Prime Minister Philip Davis explained what is the ultimate purpose behind the compendium of bills.
These 9 bills, Madam Speaker, demonstrate our unwavering commitment to meeting international standards while maintaining our strength as a financial jurisdiction. They improve our ability to prevent financial crimes while protecting legitimate privacy interests. They enhance our competitiveness in key sectors like trusts, corporate services, and arbitration. And they provide clarity and certainty to financial services providers and their clients.
The Prime Minister reminded that the Bahamas is only one of 6 countries in the world to satisfy all 40 financial services recommendations by the Financial Action Task Force. He said the new reforms have been implemented with a clear purpose.
As we implement reforms, we do so with a clear vision to create a financial services sector that is modern, transparent, compliant, efficient, and trusted by investors worldwide. To achieve this vision, we must keep our momentum going. Let's continue outperforming forecasts and avoiding blacklists. Let's continue advocating for fairness in the application of standards and rules on a global stage to ensure that everyone is playing by the same rules and has the same opportunity for success. And most importantly, Madam Speaker, let's continue building a sector and an economy that is ripe with opportunities for Bahamians. This compendium represents an important step forward in achieving these objectives.
The Minister of Tourism, Investment and Aviation and former Shadow Minister for Finance, Chester Cooper, who seconded the bills, said despite the Bahamas financial services industry having been unfairly blacklisted, the industry has a bright future. He noted that the Bahamas has attracted approximately $12 billion in investments over the past decade. While being critical of the government for what they say is taking an ad hoc approach to addressing the financial services compliance requirements by various international bodies, Member of Parliament for East Grand Bahama, the opposition member for East Grand Bahama, Kwesi Thompson, who led debate for the opposition, said the government and the opposition should continue to work together when it comes to protecting and enhancing the financial services sector in the face of unfair external attacks.
This should be, yes, this should be something that we all take off our political hats and do what is necessary to together to advance this industry. And Madam Speaker, I want the presentation that I make today to be taken in that spirit. That it is done in a spirit of togetherness, but it is done in a spirit where we want to advance the sector. And so that's why I want to make sure that we speak in that spirit. But we support all 9 of the pieces of legislation.
Mr. Thompson also wanted to make it clear that the opposition would like to see more local involvement in the financial services sector.
If we are serious about building a resilient, Bahamian-owned financial services industry, then we must act decisively to remove outdated barriers and create real pathways for local participation. Honourable Speaker, the future of financial services in the Bahamas must include Bahamians, not just as employees, but as owners, as innovators, and as leaders.
Kwesi Thompson, the opposition member of parliament for East Grand Bahama and shadow minister for finance. The Grand Lucayan Resort, which is a major attraction and anchor resort for the second city, is set to be signed over to a new buyer tomorrow afternoon. It's big news all around the country. Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper expresses his expectation for tomorrow's signing while outside Parliament today.
I think tomorrow is going to be positive for Grand Bahama Island. We have worked long and hard to find the right deal for the Grand Lucayan Resort. I believe we have that deal. Tomorrow we will lay out details of the signing in Grand Bahama.
The Grand Lucayan has sat vacant since Hurricane Dorian in 2019. The government has spent millions of dollars each year to maintain it. Mr. Cooper said these fixed costs were extremely important to prevent the hotel's deterioration.
And at the end of the month, we're not just promoting tourism, but this is an investment for us. So we're anticipating that we will continue to grow in terms of foreign direct investment. We've attracted more than 11 million so far. We have much in the pipeline. I expect that.
The name of the buyer of the resort has not yet been officially released and will not be known until tomorrow at the signing, which goes down at 2 p.m. Recently, there have been a number of significant fires that have affected a number of areas all across the country. Today, outside the House of Assembly, the Minister of Works, Clay Sweeting, was asked to give an update on the fire that took place in the downtown Nassau area and destroyed the Victoria Court residences.
Police did the investigation. That report wouldn't come to the Ministry of Works, but we were involved in the cleaning up process. And if you notice, we're still down there dealing with some of that. We're working along with the Ministry of Tourism and Investments to see how they would like to see the restoration come to effect downtown.
Did the fire?
Minister Sweeting was also asked if the fire had any effect on the roadworks that Water and Sewage Corporation were actively working on at the time the fire occurred.
Downtown, actually, at the time, the Water and Sewage Corporation was finalizing their work there. They should be doing some pressure testing this week, and then once that testing is done, you should see the road paving exercise start shortly after.
Mr. Sweeting said most of the fires are still under investigation by police services. And finally, in this segment, Dr. Walid Abdul Rahman Alamoudi, non-resident ambassador designate of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to the Bahamas, presented his papers and paid a courtesy call at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs today. He is pictured here with Director General of Foreign Affairs, Jerusha Ali, staff of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as well. The Bahamas and Saudi Arabia established diplomatic ties in November of 2022. You're watching JCN News. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back following these commercials.